right. So I've used this example before, and I want to use it. It's sort of an analogy for what we're talking about right now. A lot of us say, hey, I want to be the best husband to my wife. I want to be the best salesperson. I want to be whatever, right? And I've used this analogy before, and when a guy says, I want to be the best husband to my wife, let's use that example here. Yet he goes around and does things that don't make him the best husband, which is perhaps going out with the guys at night, drinking 2-3 days out of the week, not spending time with your spouse. And in some extreme cases, I want to be the best husband to my wife, but I have a girlfriend on the side. This is not doable, guys. Not at all. The same way you can't say that I want to be the best channel leader, the best technician, and yet you don't want to lead a team or you don't want to be committed to having a really good customer experience, because the commitment to this company, to the customer, and to create a win-win has to be as high. It has to be off the charts if you want your numbers to go up. And today I want to ask everybody that's on this phone that's listening to me to get 100% committed, because there's no way you're going to be able to have unbelievable results if you're 20% in, 30% in, 50% in. The other day, I was at a job site and we sold a bathroom remodel dealing with an insurance company that initially met the adjuster on the job, looked like a nice guy that wanted to help us. And along the way, found out that the guy was looking for ways to get the customer's commitment level from us away, because he knew that we're going to help the customer get the most amount of money for the job that the lady wants to do. So I had a technician with me, Tracy was with me, and he was with me from the beginning to the end. We were crawling under the house, he went underneath, he took pictures, videos, went back out, we educated the customer and put some options on the table, and the lady chose a $27,000 option to do a bathroom remodel. But before that, we did some steps and other things. And he learned a lot. He learned and learned and learned. And after the adjuster left, after he came out to the job, he put a bunch of doubt in the customer's mind. He put so much doubt in the customer's mind that the customer was very confused. And I knew that there was a lot of doubt in her mind, because I called her one of the days and the customer didn't call me back. So I ended up just showing up to the job site. I went back to the job site. I sat there with her and I said, and I knew exactly what had happened. And I said, and I tried to unsell the job. I said, look, we could stop the job right now, because I know what's happened. I know your adjuster came in and put a lot of doubt in your mind, and it's their job to do that. You know why? And I gave her all of the information, and Tracy was sitting there watching me try to convince this lady not to do the work. I tried to convince her. I said, look, we'll stop right now. You could pay us for what we've done. We don't need to go any further. I don't want to have any problems with you. And let me tell you what's going on over here. So I explained exactly what the adjuster had done. And she goes, you're absolutely right, John. The adjuster put a lot of doubt in my mind, and a lot of doubt in my mind about if I should be using you guys or what you guys are charging, if it's too much or all of this stuff. And she told me 3 times that she wants us to do the work. I try to get her to stop the work 3 times, and she said, no, I want you to do. Every time I take it away, she's like, no, put it right back on the table. I want you guys to do the work. And then I explained to Tracy how to read the document and redo the contract and put down everything on there to get the commitment level up. Why am I using this example? Because look, guys, the example isn't only what happens within the company. Your commitment level to the customer. Now, when the customer's, this lady, all she wanted was a really good job. She wanted to be involved. And the last job that happened, because she had a bathroom remodel done before, nobody asked her what she wanted. Nobody let her pick the tiles. Nobody asked her what she wanted, this or that. And this lady is kind of old school, likes that old Italian stuff. And what they did is they just brought in and just slapped in whatever. And she went in and this isn't good. Look at this, that's not good. And she had some valid concerns. As I'm taking mental notes, telling her everything else we're going to do to make sure that doesn't happen. So what we did is we made sure that we took baby steps and resold the entire job. I mean, we even wrote down on the contract change order when we resold the job, because she had some doubt. We offered to talk to her daughter. We offered to stop the job. We offered to do this, do that, and she didn't want to do that. She just wanted us to continue. And then she signed for it and said, yeah, continue the work because I really need it done. But we did everything right. Look, guys, there was not asbestos, but there was something like asbestos in the tiles. So we had to call a professional company that came out and removed it. And the insurance company was actually waiting to try to frame us on something, right? So they don't have to pay. Knowing all of this, having the experience of being on the other side of that, where one of our guys went out and cut walls, and we had to redo their entire house and clean their furniture and all of that because we got asbestos dust in there. I made sure that we crossed every T and dotted every I, from the permits to everything else. Because if we do everything right, I know that at the end of the day, that we're going to get paid on the job. So customers even need to be committed to us. And it's all based on how we interact with them, guys, and what we do, and how we interact with our technicians, and the commitment level we have with our interaction with each other, and wanting to help each other and doing the things that we need to do that shows that we're committed to this team. Because look, guys, everywhere we go, there we are. Okay, we talk about this. Everywhere you go, there you are. So if your commitment level to this company is not 100%, where else does that show up? I'm asking you, where else does that show up? Because it shows up in many places. If you're 100% committed here, you're 100% committed to your customer. If you're 100% committed to your customer, you're going to have less cancellations. You're going to have more jobs go the right way. If you're 100% committed to the brand you represent, if you're 100% committed to your family, to your kids, I'm asking you, treat it exactly the same way. Look, me guys, this brand is like my third child. That's how committed I am to this brand. I'm asking you to treat this brand like it's your third kid, if you have kids. If you have 4 kids, treat it like it's your 5th kid. Because if you do that, you're going to see your revenue, you're going to see everything get easier, and everything is going to raise. It's going to get easier and better. I promise you that, because what happens is that we treat it like it's our next child. And when we treat it like it's our kid, we treat it in a way where we're upfront with it, we're honest with it, we do the best we can. Okay, we're not looking elsewhere. I mean, imagine if you, let's say your child did something wrong, and you're like, man, forget this, I'm going to go get another kid. We don't do that. That never happens. When that happens, we try to get them on the right track. All we do, we coach them, we talk to them, we do the things we can, make sure that they're on the right track, that we love them more. Okay, we discipline them, we talk to them, and that's what we need to do. So the better we get at our commitment levels, the easier and the better it's going to be. And look, guys, it's not only about being 100% committed. There's other areas as well. We got to get better as well. We got to get better as well. We have to learn from others how we need to do. What do we need to do to become better ourselves at what we do at our game? I just want to talk about something that comes up a lot, right? When I go to different centers, I meet customers and I do ride-alongs and I talk to people. And some people think that the customers in certain areas are different from the customers in other areas. So, and I've heard it before, like 100 times. That must be some really good, area over there for them to do a $1,500 job average. Wow, man, that must be crazy over there. All those customers, they probably have a lot of problems. There's a lot of money out there. Those people have a lot of money, right? And believe me, the objections that come up everywhere I go are the same exact thing. They're the same exact thing. Customers are no different in San Diego than they are in the Valley, than they are in San Jose or Orange County or Phoenix. The homes are different. Okay, they might have different types. They might have different problems, but the customers are identical. All they want to know, number one, they want to know that they're dealing with a reputable company. Number 2, they want to know that we're fair. Number 3, they want to be treated right. They want to know that you're treating them like the king or queen in the house. And they want to know that if anything goes wrong, that we're going to stand behind our work. They want good warranties. Once they know all of this, it's easier for them to make a decision. And they want to know that they need to get it done. They need to be convinced that the problem that you're talking about and the solution that you're giving them is something that they want done. So it's our job to educate them on all that. But once we've done that, it gets pretty much easier for us to close a job. And what I learned is that the better I get, the more I work on myself, the easier things get, the better everything else around me gets. So that's why it's so important for all of us to learn that we need to work on ourselves on a daily basis. Because if you're not committed to yourself, if you're not committed to your self-improvement, how can you be committed to anything else? If you're not committed to becoming a better person tomorrow than you are today, and a better person 3 days from now that you are yesterday, how are you going to be committed to becoming the best husband, the best family man, the best whatever, the best plumber, the best channel leader, the best operations leader, or whatever whatever, if you are not learning and getting better on a daily basis. So you have to be committed to yourself. You have to be committed to self-improvement in order for that to happen. So I want to talk about loyalty, because I believe loyalty adds meaning in our life, and loyalty to our families, and loyalty to the company we serve, and loyalty to our customers, and loyalty to ourselves, while you simply get better and better and better and stay committed and committed and committed, is what it takes. Number one, you got to be loyal. You got to do things right. And somebody told me something a long time ago which stuck to me, and it's so true, so 100% true. And this was an operations leader. He goes, if they steal for you, they'll steal from you. If they steal for you, they'll steal from you. And I'm asking everybody over here, don't steal from anybody. Don't take money that is not rightfully ours, that we didn't earn from anybody. And at the same time, give customers, solutions to their problems by educating them and by allowing them to make a decision. I want everybody to actually work hard, earn the right to become their plumber, earn the right to dig on their yard, earn the right to put that toilet in, okay? Earn the right to do that work. Earn it by working hard, by treating them right, by doing the system, the steps that we're talking about doing. Sometimes things happen, right? Things happen that are out of our control. For example, like shoe covers. We go to job sites, we talk about everybody putting floor protectors on. And sometimes the shop may run out of floor protectors. I recently experienced this, where I went to, and I'm talking about a commitment to a client, that I ran out of shoe covers. Nowadays, when I go to centers, I kind of put a few pairs in my pocket just to have. So I went out to his job site, right? And I observe a lot. I take a look at customers' homes. I look at their eyes. I look at where their eyes go. And believe me, the first thing that happens, customers, and I've seen this many times, you knock on the door, they open the door, you observe, you pull up to the house. It might be a beautiful house. And then you go over there and they open the door. They're looking at you in the eye. Then you ask to come in. The first thing that happens to their eyes as soon as you come in, as you're walking to the problem, goes straight down to your shoes, goes down to your boots. And I've been in situations where I did not have floor protectors on. And every time that happens, the first thing I do is I go, hold on a minute. And I get down on the floor and I start taking my shoelaces off. And I start taking my shoelaces off, and they go, and the customers usually go, oh, don't worry about that. You don't have to do that. But what I'm trying to say is that you could deal with any circumstance. And the little things that we do, guys, that when we walk into customers' homes, the little things that we do goes a long way. I'm telling you, that little bit of respect that you show up front by putting those floor protectors on, that little bit of respect you show by asking the question, since they've owned the house, by asking permission, is what creates the customer commitment to us, by simply being very courteous, nice to customers, asking permission, educating them, showing them what to do. And this is what creates the commitment. And if we want customers to be loyal to our brand, we need to be loyal to our system, guys, how we do things. I want to ask everybody a question from a scale to 1 to 10. And I want you to grade yourself. Nobody's going to grade this, but this is just for yourself. This is a self-assessment. From a scale to 1 to 10, how committed are you? And this is to a channel leader, to helping your technician make more money while selling profitable jobs and making sure that these guys make money. 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. And if you're an 8, 9, or a 7, or a 5, I want you to ask yourself, how can I be a 10? Because you're going to figure out the solution to this, to your commitment level to your team. And this is another question. From a scale to 1 to 10, how committed are you to helping customers find long-term solutions while giving them the best possible service possible? Like the best experience, the best service, following through on your commitments, your promises, making sure that whatever you said gets done, right? That you're following through. From 1 to 10, grade yourself. Take a moment, even if you have to mentally grade yourself. If you're a 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, ask yourself, what can I do? What can I learn to become a 10? What can I do to become a 10? And here's another one. As a channel leader, from scale to 1 to 10, how committed or how good are you at teaching your technician? Because remember, we talked about channel leaders have 3 things to do, right? Teach, and you lead, and you sell. And it actually starts by lead, teach, and close. So how committed are you to teaching? From a a scale to 1 to 10, how good are you at selling? Okay, how good are you of a educator are you? How good of a closer are you? Getting people to say yes, picking options, or choosing higher options once they picked another option. Okay, and if you're like a 3, 4, 5, it's okay. Think about, what do I have to learn? What do I have to do on a daily basis to get better, okay, at educating customers? Finally, I want to ask you, from a scale to 1 to 10, how committed are you to this brand and this company? How loyal are you to this brand and this company? I want you to think about all of that, because if your answer is, I'm a 8, I'm a 7, I'm a 6, you don't have to work on all of it altogether, but you got to work on it. Got to work on it, guys, because you can't give it 100% unless you're 100% in. Just can't. There's no possible way to do that. And when leadership rises, guys, when you become committed to becoming a better leader, then loyalty rises. Then you have people that want to be with you, because people want to be in companies that are full of leaders. And we can be a company full of leaders, because people want to be around other leaders. You know why? Because the number one trait of leadership, when we went to LB1, and a lot of you know what that is to show up. Okay, is be on time, because you can't do anything else unless you show up. And people want to be around leaders that show up, that care, that are committed, that are responsible, that don't make excuses, that actually take responsibility and they get it done. And they want to be around organizations that do things right. They want to be around organizations that's not only about the money, but it's also about taking care of people, that are committed something higher than just making money. You know, it's sad that some people, all they care about is how much money they make. And they're not committed to this company. They're not committed to their team. And they're not committed. Only thing they're committed to is HIP National Bank. Only thing they're committed to the money that goes into their account. So what happens at the end of the day is they make less money. That's right. When you're committed to the only thing that drives you is money, then that drives away money, and you make less money. And it's the truth, guys. I've seen it over and over again, because they keep going company to company, looking for a bigger percentage, looking for a higher amount, thinking that, the only way I could make more money, start my own business. I don't like the way my manager treats me, so I'm going to go be my own boss. They get away from the structure, away from the responsibility, the accountability, and then they're accountable to themselves. And they find out that, hey, it's not as easy as it looks, tougher, and things go away. Wherever you go, there you are. You can't run away from yourself. I am committed. I am 100% committed to anybody that's 100% committed to this company, to this brand, and to what we're building. I will do cartwheels. I'll do whatever it takes. If I have to come in there, ride with you, to coach you, to take your calls, if I have to mentor you, whatever it is, guys, I'm going to be there 100%. I'm committed, number one, to myself, to getting better, and I'm committed to coming in and helping everybody else get better. I want to create a company full of 99 millionaires, even more than that. And the book I wrote, if you haven't read it, please take the time to read it, because, I believe that the 3 things that are necessary for that to happen is to make more money, to spend less money, and to invest your money. So I've been really pondering a lot about how I can help people within the company learn how to invest, buy a home. The other day there was a guy that fortunately things didn't work out and he left, and he wasn't committed to the company anymore. I mean, things didn't work out, right? But the guy was telling me, he goes, man, my life changed because of this company. My life changed because of what I learned over here. And he goes, before that, I had no idea. And the guy broke out into tears, telling me he bought a house, he did this, and he was able to accomplish more within the 3-4 years that he was at this company than the 30 years before in his entire life. In one way, I was sad that he was leaving. And another way, I was inspired to know that, man, we can change lives as long as we stay committed, as long as we do the right thing and we go out and learn and we better ourselves. And that's what I want to do, man. I want to do that to people. I want everybody here to own a house. I want everybody to have an investment property that's going to appreciate in value. I want everybody, to learn how to make more money. I want everybody to go into the trade, and maybe you start at the bottom and then you get up. My commitment level is 100% to that, because that inspires me to hear stories like that. So I'm 100% in, guys, and I'm asking you to be 100% in. Give it all you got, be committed to your teams. Number one, be committed to yourself, okay? Be committed to bettering yourself. Number two, be committed to your family. Your family always comes before this company. Your family always comes before this company, and I know that. Be committed to your family. And then number three, be committed to your teams, be committed to this brand, be committed to our customers. Because when customers know that you're committed to your technician and you're committed to them and you're committed to this brand, they want to spend more money, okay? They want to spend more money. Recently, we had a situation where we caught some people doing side work. Guys, customers, they want to save money. If somebody does it on the side and they could save money, some customers go with that. But what most customers do is they really don't ever trust a person that's already starting out by going, hey, I could do this on the side. There's really no trust level. It's only a transactional level commitment with them. So it's bad money, guys, and it's bad thinking and it's bad doing. The best thing you could do to stay committed to yourself and your families, because at the end of the day, guys, our kids are watching us as well. And if we're going out there bringing bad money in, and then we're telling our kids and our family not to deal, not do this, not to do that, it's really, they're not hearing you because they're seeing you. If a phone call comes in and you're telling them, hey, tell your kid, hey, tell them I'm not home, and teaching them how to lie, and then when they lie, you're wondering why they're lying, because they learn from you, right? We got to look at ourselves in the mirror, and we got to be the best version of ourselves. If we want our families, if we're committed to our families, and we want them to be the best version of themselves. So, I ask everybody for 100% commitment, because I'm 100% committed to you, and I'm 100% committed to this brand. And I want to help people. If you don't give up on me, I will not give up on you. I never give up on anyone. So for the next 30 days, I want to ask you to create a habit. Here's a habit I want you to create. Number one, start a gratitude journal. Start writing the things that you're grateful for about, start with your family, your wife, your kids, your family life. Write down, gratitudes of experiences that you're having on a daily basis, gratitudes of opportunities, gratitudes of people that are in your life, things that you've done, and write gratitude, just what you're grateful for, because the world is full of ungrateful people, okay? So write down gratitudes. Number two, write down a gratitude about this company, something about this company in your gratitude journal, something about your manager, something about the brand, something that you learned over here. And then in that same gratitude journal, write down something you're grateful for something you've learned, right? 3 gratitudes a day for the next 30 days, and watch how your results will change every single morning. And you're going to become happier, and you're going to start appreciating things more, because now you're going to start looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. Here's the next thing, okay? Take time to read a good book, good sales book, leadership book. If you only focus on 2 things, 2 books, right? Sales and leadership, those 2 books, you will see so much of everything that's going to change around you, okay? 2 books, sales and leadership. If you focus on those 2 areas, you're going to see your income grow. It might not be dramatically right away, but over time, you're going to see things get better and better and better. And if you're having any family or medical issues, I recommend you start educating yourself on those as well, okay? Because in my life, every time I had a hardship, I was having some hard times with my family life, I would start focusing on getting parenting book. I would focus on getting marriage books and stuff like that. And then those areas would start improving and things would get better. If I was having a hard time making money, or I was having a hard time with my finances, I would get finance books. Because at the end of the day, the better you get, the better the circumstance is going to get. And the only person that put you in the situation you're in right now is yourself. Nobody else put us in what situation we are in right now. We put ourselves in that situation. And we are the only ones that could take us out of that situation. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the meeting by asking you to be committed to yourself, being committed to a process, being committed to positive habits, right? Writing things down, doing certain things. And by doing that, I promise you, your lives are going to get better. I'm here for everybody. Make sure our customers are being taken care of, while we work on growing our brand, growing this company, and opening doors so everybody could have more opportunity. Okay, thanks, guys. I'm going to go ahead and read the blessing right now. But may the roads rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine soft upon your face, and may the rain fall soft upon your skin. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.